All right, so we're going to start the newsletter section, but before we do that, let's just make the menus work. They should already go down to where they're supposed to, so download, FAQ, and features, but we want it to be smooth, so with Tailwind, we simply have to add a class to the HTML. So we want to add the class of scroll-smooth. I do that, and there we go. So now it's going to just go smoothly down to that area. So now the newsletter section just looks like this. We have the blue background, some text, and a simple input and button. And on small screens, those are gonna just stack. Okay, so let's do that. We'll go all the way down to the bottom here and go under this section, and let's say newsletter section. And we'll do section ID, newsletter, and let's just add a class. We're going to do the background blue. We want the entire thing to go 100% across, so we're just going to put it on the section itself, and this is going to be soft blue. And then let's do our main container. So we'll make that a max width large, and let's do MX Auto. And padding on the y-axis, we'll do 24, so we have some space on the top and bottom. And then let's do the first piece of text. We'll use a paragraph, and let's say margin bottom 6 to push everything down. Text size will be large. We're going to do tracking widest for the letter spacing. Align it to the center, and the color is going to be white. And we're going to make it uppercase. And that text is going to say 35,000 plus already joined. Let's see what that looks like. Oops. It's annoying because every time I save, well, not every time, but when I save, sometimes it just scrolls back up. So I might have to keep scrolling down. I know it's a little annoying. So underneath the paragraph, we're going to have the H2. So the H2, we're going to do PX. Let's do PX3. Margin bottom, we'll do 6. And the text size, we'll do 3XL. And then font dash semi-bold. Let's align it to the center and make the text white. And on medium screens, we'll make it a little bigger. We'll do text dash 4XL. And let me just grab the text, save that. See, it just scrolls back up automatically. So now we have the form. So right under the H2, we'll have the form. So for that, let's do form. We'll go ahead and make the form itself a flex. We'll do flex call and align items start. And let's do justify center and max width. We're going to do 2XL on that and move it to the middle. So MX Auto. Space on the Y items, we'll do 6, and let's do text base for the size. And then for padding on the X axis, we'll do 6. On medium screens, this is going to be a flex row, and I'm talking about the input field and the button. So those are going to be horizontal on medium screens. And then let's take the space off on medium screens, so space off the Y items, and then add space on the X. So we'll do space X4, and I think that's it. Actually, also on medium screens, we're going to do PX0. Oops, forgot my dot. All right, PX0. So form, it doesn't need an action. We're not actually doing anything with it, so we can get rid of that. And then we're going to do another container for the input and the button. So for that, let's say flex call and justify. We're going to do justify between. Yeah, justify between, because we want the remaining space in between them, and then items dash center. and let's do mx-auto. And on medium screens, we're going to make it a flex row. And on medium screens, we're going to do mx-0. All right, so the two items are going to be the input field and the button. And I'm actually just going to paste these in because there's quite a bit of classes on these. So this one, type text, name email, which we don't even need. We can get rid of that. And then the class here, we have flex1 because this is going to take up all of the remaining space after the button takes up whatever space it takes up. Okay, so if we save that, let's see. Ugh, that's really getting annoying. So that looks good, but it should be stacking on. Yeah, it should be stacking on smaller screens. Oh, that's because of this. There we go. Oh my God, it does it twice. It's all right. We're almost done with this. So we got that, and then the last part is the footer. Well, I shouldn't say the last part of this video is the footer. Then we're going to do the mobile menu because we still haven't done that yet. So let's go down under this section and let's do the footer. We're going to give the footer a class of py16 to just add some space on the top and bottom, and then a background. Let's do, for the background, we'll do very dark blue, and we're going to have our footer, let's say footer flex container. So container, can't type actually. So container, then we'll do flex dash call items dash center and justify dash between and mx auto. Let's do space. So space dash y, we'll do 16 between the items, and then px6. And on medium screens, we're going to make it a flex row. And also on medium screens, we're going to set space y0. So that's our container. Inside here, we're going to now have the logo, we'll say logo/menu container. Okay, so we have that, and then underneath that, we have the social container. All right, so for the logo and menu, we're going to make that a flex box and say flex dash call items dash center justify between. And I know we are kind of repeating ourselves quite a bit here. You could come up with some custom classes and stuff like that, but I'll leave that part up to you. We've already gone over it, so you know how to do it. So let's do text large, and font is going to be light. And medium screens, we're going to do flex dash row. Remember, this is the logo and the menu. So flex row, also medium screens, we'll do space dash y dash 0 and also space x dash 14. And yeah, I think that's it. We also want to make the text, let's say, grayish blue. All right, so in here we'll have the logo. So an image, I'm just going to add MB1, so just a little margin bottom. And it's going to be images / and then there's this logo bookmark footer. So that's what we want to use. That has the white text. So if I save that, we should see, once it's done doing that, we should see the white text. Then right under that, right under the image, we're going to have our menu items. So I'm just going to give these a class of uppercase, and also on hover, we want the text to be soft red. All right, and I guess we'll just have these go to their IDs. So this one's going to be features, and we'll copy that down twice. So if we got features, we got download, and we got FAQ. All right, so if we take a look at that, looks good. Now we just need our social icons, and then we should be ready to do the menu, and then we'll be all set. So for this, let's do flex, and let's separate the items. We'll do space X10. And these are always going to be in a row. They're always going to be horizontal. Let's just put an A tag, and then we're going to have the Facebook icon. I think we only have two. Yeah, just Facebook and Twitter. So in here, let's add the image, and I'm just going to give this a height 6, and also the F icon class if we want to add the hover effects. So this is going to be an images / and icon Facebook. Okay, so we'll save that. And then we'll just take this A tag and copy it down, and we'll change this one to Twitter. All right, and then to add the effect, we can go into our input CSS, and I'm just going to paste in the filter that we've been using. All right, so now we should be able to hover over those. We get that red color. And to mess with the colors, you can just change the values of these filter properties. All right, so now in the next video, we just want to create our hamburger button and the mobile menu.